Whew. A friend of mine wants to wear a specific dress I showed her. Let me see if I can find that dress real quick. Does this work? There we go. I think it should be. I think this should be fine for Twitch to show. Yeah. I sent her like links for the dress right now. She's grateful. Say hi, Red. I still have some water in this bottle, but I need to get some more eventually. Because we just now reaching 204, which means that after this we finally reached the halfway point. Oh boy. It's fine though. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I just hope that tomorrow won't be as long. Okay. Good. Here we go. Personal data assistance of the gods. Of the gods. Finally, a short one. We got it, boys. We found one that's not too long. Keter. Man, we had Keter, we had Thormeal, we had Neutralized. We haven't had a single save or Euclid one yet. SCP-2004 is contained at Armed Reliquary Containment Area 2. Standard memetic countermeasures have proven insufficient in the past, therefore SCP-2004 is to be handled utilizing containment procedures 2004 blindly the blind. See ARC A-02 Clearance 4 Procedures Manual for more information. Any individuals affected by the SCP-2004 hereby dubbed -1 are to be handled in the same manner. Description: SCP-2004 is a set of 5 handheld personal data systems of unknown, possibly extraterrestrial origin. Since acquisition, all but one have become inert and no longer function. SCP-2004 is composed of an unknown material whose molecular structure matches nothing on the Foundation expanding periodic table of elements, flexible like plastic yet resistant to extreme temperatures and physical damage. Each device is transparent green with smooth edges with no apparent power source or input/output ports. SCP-2004 activates when it makes physical contact with an active bioelectric field project's 3-dimensional holographic document. The image projected from SCP-2004 is black text on a white background, written in a pictographic language, in brackets L204. It appears to be based on stylized astronomical constellation and molecular chemical bonds using patterns of dots, circles, and slashes to create the increasing complex sentence structure. Reading or hearing L204 produces a memetic anomaly, making translation efforts extremely hazardous. As such, only 4% of the document has been translated. See below. Non-memetic sample of L204 sample has been identified as a water molecule. Okay, so now we have chemistry being part of it. I'm gonna be lost. That's for sure. Early symptoms of L204's memetic infection are not immediate and may progress for several days before being recognized. Affected subjects -1 demonstrate increased anxiety and irritability, obsessive behavior, paranoia, and hostility. Instances begin to lose the sense of self or become convinced they are someone else, insisting that their previous life is a carefully designed falsehood. After a period of 6 to 8 days, the language centers of -1's brain are reprogrammed with symptoms similar to agnosia and aphasia. They lose the ability to comprehend or understand any language, written or verbal, save for L204 by the end of the second stage to become fluent in both the written and verbal forms of L204. And have been observed conversing with other instances of -1s. This reminds me of an SCP that came out recently on my Dr. AfroFluff channel called the Lingo Bingo, where if you hit there's like 3 items, and if you hit them with 1, they forget any known language. They don't speak any known languages and forget all about it, and they just have a made-up language instead. And the second item allows you to spread the effect to other people, so that other people can, because one will always create a different language. So if you want people to speak the same language, you have to spray them with a spray can, so they speak the same language as you do. And then I believe a remedy thing that allows you to revert that back so you can have your actual language back again. So this reminds me of that because of it just came out like a day or two ago. The Lingo Bingo one. Actually, no, I don't think it came out a day or two ago. I think it came out last. I think it came out Saturday last Saturday. Yeah. After 14 days, affected subjects exhibit a complete shift in mental faculties and personality. Preliminary tests indicate an increase in cognitive function and heightened states of awareness and intelligence. Hostile to non-affected humans, they actively try to escape containment and work together to spread the anomaly, particularly to those that individual -1 instances once fell close to. They also demonstrate an unprecedented amount of technical skill in at least 3 instances using otherwise mundane materials. Separate instances of -1 have manufactured artifacts that are either anomalous or so far beyond the Foundation current scientific knowledge as to appear so. Artifact number. Okay, designation and analysis. I-01 EMP device. SCP-204-1-7 surreptitiously acquired a silver pocket watch from Dr. T and modified it, using materials removed from a containment cell observation camera and the electronic lock keypad. When exposed to a strong magnetic field such as that produced by an MRI, I-01 created an electromagnetic pulse. SCP-204-1-7 attempted to escape in the ensuing confusion and was fatally injured by security forces. I-02 energized ion gas weapon. As part of experiment T-022, SCP-204-1-15 was provided with a variety of non-specific materials to test its technical abilities. After 45 minutes of uninterrupted work, Level 4 supervisors decided to halt the experiment and confiscate the device. When tested under safe conditions, I-02 fired a 1 cm ball of ionized plasma measuring at 10,000 Kelvin. The device developed a fatal heat build-up during testing, destroying its internal mechanism. I-03 communication device. I-03 was constructed by several instances of -1 building its components separately to avoid notice. The device pirated the intercom and internal data network systems of Area 2, introducing subliminal samples of L-2004 into the facility. Level 4 Supervisor Stephen Sinclair has been posthumously awarded the Foundation Medal of Valor for activating the facility's sarin gas countermeasures, destroying instances of -1 who attempt to utilize Keter-level SCPs also housed in Area 2. Currently, there is no method of treating -2 once they have entered the second aphasia stage. Use of Class A amnestics during the preliminary infection period, 1 to 3 days following exposure, has only had a 60% success rate in removing its effect. Infection is positive in 100% of exposed cases. A partial non-memetic translation of SCP-205's display is provided below. Okay, I think I can actually deactivate the fan now. Because it's finally cooled down in this room enough that I don't need it anymore. There we go. Okay, so yeah, a partial non-memetic translation. Okay, here we have class Wise is invincible. Species -1 is be confined homeworld. Any that's a lot of hashtags. I'm not gonna do this. You know, any of -1 are be removed from colonies. In return, homeworld pending application of Level 4 indoctrination. Level 5 indoctrinated are be granted self-containment authority. Level 5-1 designated secure foundation. Species -1 is an adaptive life form known within the as an level threat in no less than instances. Species -1 has caused spontaneous anomalous breakdowns, leading 15 class extinction. It is a judgment of the committee with the approval of the species -1 be contained on homeworld until such time that processors have achieved as described. The articles of species -1 is aggressive, hostile, and claim it's, and the people throughout the cannot be subjected to such a threat. Under no circumstances is species 1 be exposed. Language, which could result in a catastrophic indoctrination, failure, and re-emergence of their identity and anomalous. 05 security clearance acquired. 05 addendum. Some have questioned the necessity of baiting the hook this way, considering the potential consequences. I remind each of you that a catastrophic reshuffling of reality would occur if the Gestalt disbelieves itself out of existence. Even a handful of level 4s made aware, however indirectly, of L204 is enough to preserve it. The anomalous manifestation, these monsters from the id, are the result, but as long as the Foundation stands resolute, prospective losses remain within acceptable levels. The gentlemen have expressed some concerns, however. The growing amount of kettle level manifestation is troubling. The indoctrinated may be subconsciously straining against the cage. All of us must redouble our efforts. Everything is at risk, but transcendence is the reward. Secure humanity, contain the Gestalt, protect reality. We are so close. Woo! It just felt good to have like a shorter one for once. Personal data assistance of the gods. I hope everybody out there, all y'all doing okay. Cause like I can imagine for you, Howard, it's also pretty exhausting because you had to wake up super early for this. And from what I can tell, you probably had like 2 hours of sleep, if any.